Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Danny and you're watching Nerd on a Budget. So a lot of people have asked me to do a room tour, and when I was first asked that, I didn't really know why, because I don't think my room is that cool or unique, but a lot of people were interested, so I decided, you know what, why not? Just a fair warning though, before we start the room tour, my room is nothing like those other tech YouTubers that you've seen. You know, it's no MKBHD or tech source. My room is kind of just, it's pretty basic and it gets the job done because I'm not trying to spend too much money to make it look nice. As long as it can perform and function well, that's all I care about. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is the view that I typically shoot my videos at, and this is what you're used to. So I'm gonna take the camera off of the tripod and I'm gonna have to move away from the mic. The mic's actually like just right here, so the sound quality might get a little bad, but alright, let's start the room tour. So we'll start with what you have all seen. So in this corner of the room is where I basically test the computers that I build. This is a hand-me-down desk that was given to me. I don't even have a real chair here. I have one of these IKEA mini tables that is meant for like the side of your bed or something like that. Basically, there's no cable management going on here. I kind of mess around with this area too much to try to make it look clean. It wouldn't be worth it to always have to undo the cable management. But above this is my Pokemon posters. I actually got these from Emerald City Comic Con, and I bought them from Jessica Negri. These actually aren't in print anymore. I think the company that made these, they got like a cease and desist, so they kind of had to stop making them. So I think I got some of the last prints. But moving on, we go along this wall, and these are my longboards. And the history behind these, there's a longer story to them, but I basically did this grip tape art by hand, and I used to actually sell these longboards, and I did a lot more art than what's just shown here. These were just some of my favorites, and I can actually make another video sharing the whole story behind these if you guys are interested, but I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll go on to these vectorized League of Legends posters. I got these from Etsy. I'm not sure if the shop is up anymore. They might have got a kind of the same cease and desist thing. And this is just a Chrono Trigger poster that I also got from either from PAX or from Emerald City Comic Con, but it's just kind of a cool banner style poster, and there's Chrono on top of the dragon tank. And over here is my key holder. I actually got this from my brother. I was a part of his wedding, and this was his gift to his groomsmen. And I can't get this to focus, but yeah, it's just from the original Zelda. This is my kind of figurine collection. I don't have too many because I don't have an actual display case. So eventually when I move out of here and get a more permanent living situation where I won't move for like 2 or 3 years, I'll probably buy a glass case. I just don't want to buy one right now because it's a pain to move. You want to talk about budget TV. The brand is a Changhong, and I actually got this on NOAB. I got this for really cheap, and it gets the job done. I mean, I don't really use it for much besides, you know, streaming YouTube and Netflix when my girlfriend's over. I don't need like the best picture quality, but I definitely think it was worth the money. Oh yeah, and this nasty looking cable. This is a really long HDMI cable that I have all the way from my computer all the way around my room to my TV, and that's just so that I basically use this as a monitor. But I got this, I mean, it's pretty nice braided cable. Let's see if I can get focused right here. But yeah, it's pretty nice braided cable, and I got it for pretty cheap. But the only thing about these really thick braided cables is that they don't go around door corners well. And it's so thick that these things that are usually used to hold in, they like break. Yeah, see, look, this is broke right here. I kind of made a mistake in buying this braided thick cable, and now I'm too cheap to buy another one. So that's why I have this nasty cable just coming off my wall, and me trying some ghetto solutions like taping it since those nail brackets didn't work. This is the corner where I kind of store all of my extra computer parts. So there's like power supplies, extra hard drives. When I first really got into gaming, this is one of the graphics cards that I was like, you know, obsessed about because it was like one of the top ones at the time. So I eventually got one, you know, many years later for like 20 bucks, and then I put it in this cool case. And then next is the tripod that this camera is usually sitting on top of. My camera is a G7X, and oh my god, my mirror is so dusty. I need to use that feather duster. But yeah, the camera's a G7X, and it's really good because when I do my ride along videos and stuff like that, I can actually flip the screen up and see myself, so I can center myself and make sure it's in focus and all that. I don't even know what this lamp is from, but this is what I use to light up my room before shooting. And I have another small lamp there too, just in case I need light coming in from extra angles. And then here is my mic. I got this arm from Amazon for pretty cheap, but I don't want to go too much into my actual setup because that can be for another video. This is just meant to be a room tour. So every time I shoot a video, I move the mic kind of right next to the camera, so when I talk into it, I can actually record way better quality. This is my computer, and my tower is actually on the bottom here, but this is where I do most of the editing and most of my gaming. Right here it's kind of an awkward blank space because I usually have a second monitor here, but recently I just kind of permanently moved that monitor over there. Just headphones and like pens and all that random stuff, flashlights there. And this is my laptop. I have a wireless mouse and keyboard that I use interchangeably between the desktop and the laptop. For the laptop, it's nice because I don't have to, you know, like reach all the way up here. I can just type at a normal level. But then if I'm ever doing anything on the TV and I'm too lazy to always constantly get up to use my main keyboard and mouse, I just grab the dongle and just stick it into the computer, and I can just use it for my desktop. So here's what it looks like from the opposite corner that you never really see. This is my very comfortable bed. So that's the room tour. Sorry if this is kind of slow. I'm not too good at this vlogging style thing yet. This was kind of impromptu and I didn't really rehearse or anything for it, just kind of went and walked around. If you have any questions or anything about that or any suggestions for my room, then feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.